Hey everybody, welcome back to the farm. And check out a few things today. Today is Sunday, so we're getting in the short roads of the time I'm gonna have Josh. And let's see what all we can get done. So far today, we've been planning our exterior outlets. Two on the front porch, there'll be one on the back area, one out here between the two windows, one in the back, and then one on the side on the patio. So we'll have an outlet on every corner and two on the front porch. So a lot of exterior pulling today. Floodlights for up there, that rear corner, there, that rear corner. And I'm thinking just for good measure, we're gonna put one here. Then that can also be used as light for the patios. All right, so I'm about to drill some more holes. So these are the little pop-in boxes that you can get for round devices. You can also use a pop-in little one gang rectangle box too, but kind of like these. This is the kit I've been using. I went ahead and just bought a whole kit. I bought one of their hole saws and liked it so much. I was like, never know what we're gonna need. And I mean, it cuts through a ton of stuff. So we'll see that being used. You get the handy dandy carrying case and everything. So it's pretty cool. So now I've got two of these though, since I bought the other one. So we got the back up. So then you just find the correct size that isn't too big. So that's too big. Small. That's pretty close, but you've got to be able to get the tabs in. But see, those tabs come right at the end. You know what? That other one may have been right. Let's see. That's way too big. I say that. Let's turn it over. As long as it has some lip, keep it from going through. It does. Between this one and that one, whichever's the small one. So the first one I thought it was is the one it is. So I'm gonna get the ladder, come out here, and go ahead and pop in holes for these where the floodlights are going. That way, holes done, box is ready. Have a place to run the Romex to, know how much Romex we need so it's all tied back neatly and secured, and enough hanging out of the box, and we'll just hang the box on it for now until we paint. Ideally, we would have already primered the house at this point, but everything isn't always the way you want it. Not always ideal, so we'll just have to deal with it as we go. But go ahead and get this out of the way, so those are ready. Josh is running that, and we're also going to put lights over the windows. Running all that today. And we already talked about the outlets, running that. So instead of talking, let me see if I can get something done. I'm gonna bring y'all along with my little handy dandy head mic. Sprayed for bugs out here too. We had about 50 granddaddy long legs, not exaggerating, that were hanging out. And so went and sprayed for bugs, probably the first time ever. Didn't really want to put a lot of chemicals out here though. So just sprayed right around the house and cut down on those a little bit. Yeah, so there's a board here and one here. We want the flood to be as much to the corner as possible. Of course, if I try to do that, that's a nightmare. Split the wood plus other problems. You have to have enough room for the fixture. You can't just put it right here. You want to be out here. Probably something like that's what we're looking at. We've got these in the way. So when I mount the actual floodlight itself, I'll put it so that the one is coming down here or here. And then we kind of look around too, because what's the other thing that's going on every corner? Cameras. So if you're trying to figure out where to put cameras, pretend like you're a camera. So you'll just look around. What do you want to be able to catch in that camera view, and what don't you want to do? And sometimes we put PTZs in. They've got them where they'll auto scan, so they just sit there and just do this all day. And then if they see something, they'll stop and follow it. So you can cover more area with one camera. We've got other areas to put them. We're definitely gonna put some off the deck that cover the entrance pretty well, no matter what. That won't be a primary concern of this one. And I'm not gonna show every camera we're doing on video for obvious reasons. There's some other stuff that'll cover the entrance very well. So probably the main thing I'm gonna wanna look at here is, off this way. So while I'm up here, I just get a good look, think about that. If we're tucked over here and I've already put a floodlight here, but a camera, good thing about the camera is just need a hole for the Cat 6 that'll feed it, and that's it. So as long as we can even mount them here to the side, that's probably what we'll do. And then it'll look out here off that way, just capture this area real well. All right, let's see, let's do this. I'm committing. Nifty little hole. Now let's see if this is gonna work. I may have to trim a couple areas for where the dog legs are. Nope. There you go. So if you look right there, that is not raw or grass or anything, that's all granddaddy longlegs, all that. All that, all the way. Yep, see him off there. And there they go. I usually leave everything alone. Even snakes, doesn't matter. But sorry, get on my house. It's fair game. All right, pretty much the same deal, except now poison is dripping down all around me. So guess I should have waited to do that. And come in here. There's gonna be a joist right there. And the next joist is out here. So we have plenty of room there again. Want to get to the corner, so we try and get some of that side light too. Yeah, the higher you are up, the more area you cover, just like backing up from a wall with a flashlight. About here. Do, 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 do. I don't know if I mentioned it, but one of the reasons to go ahead and cut the hole now is that when Josh is in the attic running the wire, he'll see the light through the big hole. And that'll give him a place to run it to. So better to cut the hole now than cut the hole after you run the wire. It just makes it easier to know where you're at, you know, all that. Just didn't know if I mentioned that, so put that in here. All right, here at the addition. So now what we'll do is, instead of just randomly drilling in here, which is what I was getting ready to do, since I'm already up on the ladder, and we need to probably take a look inside, see what we're gonna be dealing with. Already squeaking. Squeakity squeak squeak. All right, so that runs over to there. See where they drew those lines? That's the board. That's like right there. So it's fine. What'll have to happen is inside here we'll probably have to drill through that rafter to get the wire into this bay where that's gonna be. Part of it. And here again, so we stop and we look and we say, okay, what we got? So then, there again, you know, we could come all the way back here, be in the middle. Definitely, a lot of times they'll put them more close to the corner, which I didn't do on there because we have the rafters and we have, you know, the old wood and worried about splitting those kind of things. But this, you know, you get more and you get it just out into the corner more. If we did this over here, yeah, still not a big deal. I mean, we're not really blocked by anything over here. Oh yeah, now this is the concrete board. There you go. Ta-da, as I suspected. This one is completely closed off. That's okay, that's what drill bits are for. Now this one, come off of there, floodlights, and then camera-wise, tuck up in that corner. That way I can see down the whole side, cover all these windows and cover all out here. I'll have them on the pump house too. That sounds, you know, somebody that hasn't had a lot of cameras, it may seem excessive. That's how it is when you come up to my house now. I've got like 16 cameras on the little property we've got. But, you know, so part of it is, that's what I do, part of what I do for a living. So, of course, I get things at a discount. And so if you want to test camera systems, this is my advice. If you're thinking about getting a camera system, you're comparing systems, look at it at night. Daytime, even the cheap ones can be okay. Nighttime's where it matters. So all depends on how much light you've got, how well it sees in the dark. I mean, I've got cameras that look like daytime at nighttime. So a tree, here's a little elevated view looking off that way. As you can see, I need to mow. All right, so we got all of the holes ready for the floodlights. One there, one here on this corner, one on this corner. Went ahead and poked that wire out because that was fun to get. So that's ready. Didn't put one here because there'll be sconces on either side of the door. So probably not even with the top of the door, probably one down, come out about 1.5 feet. Gotta think about that, the exact positioning of that, but there'll be little sconce lights that go there that match with what's going at the front door. And come across here, exhaust fans for the bass are in. There'll be a window light that can come over the window. Flood here, undecided. Might put up a poll question. Do I put a flood there? I have a flood on that corner. It's gonna not quite get around here on this corner. We got one there that will though, so it'll be pretty good. I'm thinking no, and there's one there. So there you go, floodlights are done. Josh is almost finished running all the feeds for the exterior. We're gonna have lights that go over the windows. And he's already ran most of the outlet feeds. So I've got to cut those in. So back to work.